Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Please continue to pray for me by leaving a dislike on this video. I'm going to meet my date again tonight. I had a good first date last night, and the more that I am successful with the dating scene, and by extension, other areas in my life, because a lot of times I feel good and I do well elsewhere as well. The more I do better with this, the more upset I am at how society treats people when they are down. What do I mean by that? Last summer I was alone. I was sick with COVID-19. It was 120 degrees out there, and I was struggling with various areas of my life, and society kind of cast me out. I hate to repeat that entire story. I've talked about it so many times. It still hurts. It still hurts every time I bring it up. Maybe one of these days when COVID-19 is in our distant history, this could be one of an interview that I give at some point, and how society treated COVID-19 sufferers. Right, it's a little bit too early to talk about that. It would be the equivalent of today, somebody talking about how they were mistreated during the AIDS pandemic. Right, I hope to one day give that interview. I really do, because I feel that COVID has ravaged the singles community a lot more than the people who are in relationships or married, just like how AIDS ravaged homosexuals. Right, I really see a lot of parallels between the two. I really do. I know it sounds kind of crazy now, but 20 years from now, please rewatch this video 20 years from now. But the more that I am successful with my relationship with people today, the more upset I am at how I was treated last year or even just a few months ago. And it's not just relationships, right? You might feel on top of the world today, but go out and have something go wrong, and tell me how society treats you then, right? It feels like you're only being used as a towel, something disposable, right? And as soon as you're done with, gone, right? It really feels like that. I'm very disappointed to say that I live in such a world, right? I don't know if other cultures behave like that, but it's very acute here in the United States, right? Anyway, I'm going to be traveling to Taiwan soon, and I guess I'll observe if that happens there. I don't seem to remember Taiwanese culture behaving like that. I've been to Taiwan a number of times in my life, right? Certainly, they're a lot more open to include being inclusive of other people, but that could also just be because of my race, right? I'm not sure if somebody of Western descent would feel that way in Taiwan. I've also traveled to Poland. I think they're pretty inclusive, even though I'm not Polish. They're very inclusive of outsiders. I had an experience one time. I kind of lost the nerve to continue contacting an old friend. What had happened was I had traveled to Warsaw in 2016, and I was staying in a hostel, and I had a good conversation with the owner's daughter, and I swore I was gonna travel to back to get to know her after she grows up, but then I had Computer Olympiad conferences in Macau and Taiwan. And then COVID happened, and last summer I decided to contact her again, and it turned very well actually. But then I got sidetracked with other stuff. I'll have to contact her again at some point. Hopefully, I'll travel to Poland at some point. Again, this is one of those things where prejudice gets in the way, right? I don't feel comfortable asking for very much time off at work. See, I really despise the policy we have at my current job. We have this discretionary vacation policy, right? Oh, just bring it up when you need it. And it's really a guilt tripping vacation policy, not a discretionary vacation policy. Especially if you have to bother other people to fill in for you, right? Who wants to do that, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.